Okay, boys and girls, we're going to continue with math, please. Week 3, skills 1, please, boys and girls. Skills 1. We're seeing some problem solving, boys and girls, not just multiplying. So this is good. Okay, so I'm going to let you loose for number 1. I'm going to help you with number 2, please. All right, it says round 20 to the nearest 10. Remember, rounding, boys and girls, we say 5 and up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do we say, boys and girls? 5 and up. What do we say? Remember, boys and girls, 5 and up, we bump it up. It goes up. Bump it up. But if it's small, boys and girls, it's of a wimpy bully. Remember, 4 or less. If it's a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, or a 0, we let it rest. And it stays the same, boys and girls. Okay? Stays the same. Let it rest. Okay. So number 2, it's asking us to round 28 to the nearest 10. Remember, we underlined the 2. That's the victim. The bully's the 8. He's the one that's doing the pushing. So is that a big one, boys and girls, an 8? 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. Bump it up. So the 2 becomes a 3. And the bully, a big fat 0. Okay. Another one, boys and girls, we're rounding to, again, to the nearest 10. Who's the victim? The 5. Who's the bully? The 4. And that's the one that's doing the pushing. And is the 4 a big one, boys and girls, or 4 is a wimpy one? And it's a 4 or less, let it rest. So the 5 stays the same, but the bully still becomes a 0. So now they want us to multiply the numbers, the rounded numbers, because you always have to make sure you round first, boys and girls, before you multiply. Okay, so we have 2 zeros, pop them over, 1, 2, then you're left with 5 times 3. And 5 times 3 is 15. So 1,500, boys and girls. Okay, I'm going to help you out with the problem solving for number 4, because we haven't done problem solving in quite a while, boys and girls. So here we go. Oopsie, don't fight it. Just write it, boys and girls. Okay. The workers at Ocean World use 45 pounds of fish per day to feed the seals. Okay, let's stop and think. So where are we at, boys and girls? What's our setting? We're at an ocean world, kind of like Sea World, and we're talking about the workers. And they use 45 pounds of fish per, we're not cats, boys and girls. I'm going to change that to the word each. Okay, so the workers at this ocean world, they use 45 pounds of fish each day to feed the seals, boys and girls, and the seals are the focas, right? So every day, these workers need 45 pounds of fish to feed the seals. Okay, which is the best estimate of the number of pounds of fish the workers were used to feed the seals in 23 days, boys and girls. So 45 pounds each day, but they're going to feed the seals for 23 days, boys and girls. So do we see this? First day, how many pounds? 45. Second day, another 45. Third day, 45. The next day, 45. The next day, 45, 45, 45. Do you hear that, boys and girls? What do we call that? Do you remember? Repeated addition, boys and girls. How many times are you going to say 45? You're going to say 45, 23 times, boys and girls. Okay, boys and girls. So who are we talking about, please? And we're talking about the workers, or we're talking about at Ocean World, but I think the workers, because they're the ones that are doing the feeding. Some put a big fat W just for workers. All right, boys and girls, what do we want? Where do we go for the what? Where do I go? Do you remember, boys and girls? You go to the question, you underline, and you read it again, boys and girls. Which is the best estimate of the number of pounds of fish the workers were used to feed the seals in 23 days? So what are we looking for, boys and girls? We're looking for the number of pounds of fish. I want the total pounds. So I want the number of the pounds. I'm going to put LBs. I want all the LBs, boys and girls, all the pounds. Okay, so plan, what do we need to remember? We need numbers, information, clue. We're going to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, boys and girls. All right, so what do we have? We have 45 pounds. Let me use a different color. Give me a minute. We have 45 pounds of fish each day. So 45 lbs each day. All right, what else you got? And we have 23 days, boys and girls. 23 days. Okay. I saw the word each. I saw the beautiful word each. I know that we're going to do the get, but before we do that, there was another step I cannot ignore, boys and girls. The clue word was estimate. And look at all the zeros, boys and girls. That's also a big clue. Okay, so we're going to round these numbers first before we do our get. And boys and girls, what place value do you think we're going to round to? 45 and then 23. What place value do you think we should round to, boys and girls? Maybe you said tens, good job. So we underline the 4, that's the bully, we circle the 5. The 5 is doing the pushing. And then the victim is the 2, we circle the 3. The 3 is the bully, the 3 is doing the pushing. So 5 and up, boys and girls, what do we say? Bump it up. So the 4 becomes a 5. So that's 50 pounds each day. And the 23, you know what? I think it's better if I put the 50 over here. Do this, and let's write the 50 up here. Yeah. So 50 pounds each day. What about this 3, boys and girls? The bully, 3. If you said let it rest, good job. It's a wimpy bully. So the 23 becomes 20 days. Okay, we have the word each. We are going to do the get. Okay. Do you have a number for the word each? Yes, 50. Love the word each. Why, boys and girls? The next word is my groups. Let's go find your media naranja. Let's go make a love connection. Bing, throw that Cupid arrow. We got days right here. So where's the 20 days go, boys and girls? In groups. Good job. Okay, so what are we missing total? We had already set that. Repeat addition. We were gonna keep saying 45, 45, 45, 45 pounds for those 23 days, but of course we round it to 50. So we're gonna multiply, boys and girls. 20 times 50. All right, so we're gonna pop over how many zeros, boys and girls? 1, 2, and we're left with 5 times 2, and 5 times 2 isn't 10. Don't forget 3 digits from the back, boys and girls, gives you the place for the comma, so it's 1,000. 20 times 50 is 1,000 pounds. All right, boys and girls. I'm gonna let you loose. You're gonna do number 1 and number 3. Don't forget to submit. Thank you, boys and girls.